let's, if it's okay with you guys, say good morning to our guests on the program. This is that time of the year for the Apple Harvest Festival. It's the big weekend for it here, and the festivities begin in earnest tomorrow, the Thursday the 16th. Let's say good morning to Courtney Funk. Good morning, Courtney. Welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Syrah George is here too. Syrah, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Queen Pomona.
Yes.
Yeah, come closer to your mic so we can hear you, Syrah. Right. And you are number 46?
Yes, I am.
Queen Pomona 46. And this is the actual dress you interviewed in, correct?
It is. I wore this for my interview, and I actually wore this apple pin too.
So this is a good luck dress.
I would say, yes.
Yeah.
Very good luck.
How long did your interview last?
Typically 10 to 15 minutes. So that's how long mine was.
Were you nervous during the 10 to 15 minutes?
I definitely was very nervous, but I just wanted to go into the interview and come out of it knowing that I tried my very best and had fun talking about the festival because I love this festival.
Now, I was told that you kind of were like a baby Apple Harvest Festival person, and you just kind of came up through the ranks with this, correct?
Yes. So when I was 7 years old, 10 years ago, because I'm 17 now, I was actually a junior maiden on the court. And that was such a fun experience. And even all the other years, I have always attended lots of the Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival events. And I've always just loved this festival and played a big part in it.
And you were just here recently as part of the Velocity Dance team.
I was, yes.
Yes.
Talking about that.
So you're kind of like a veteran coming into this room right now.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
So the next time those two go off on a tangent, could you help me shut them down a little bit?
Yes, I will help you.
Possible? Just give me a little hand there. That's all I'm asking. You don't have to be the heavy in the situation. I'll be the bad guy, but be on my side is all I'm asking on something like that. Yeah. Courtney, let's talk about some of the festivities that are going to be getting underway here. What's the first thing out of the box?
Gala, the Royal Gala at Charlestown Races and Slots. So that is tomorrow evening, Thursday the 16th. From there, we roll into the Queen Pomona's Brunch, which happens on Friday morning. And then, of course, our coronation, which is my event, and where Syrah will go from maid-elect to the 46th to Queen Pomona, the 46th. It's full of pomp and circumstance. It's a free event at Airborne, so we're really excited about that for anybody that wants to attend. And then we have the Grand Ball, which tickets are still available for, so I encourage that. They are on sale online on our website, and then also at Jordan and Hess, they have tickets. So go purchase those ball tickets and come and join us for an evening of dancing. Yes. It's super fun out at the Holiday Inn. And then, of course, Saturday is that grand feature parade everyone always looks forward to. We're very excited for that this year. The lineup is posted and listed, a new parade route, so there's that. And after that, it would be the rodeo at the fairgrounds, which is super exciting. And of course, all weekend at the fairgrounds will be the arts and crafts or pop-up shops.
Court, do we need tickets for the gala, the brunch, and the coronation?
So yes, however, I'm happy to say we are actually sold out of gala tickets, and we are sold out of brunch tickets. Coronation, you do not need tickets for. The doors are open, so first come, first served seating, and large capacity there, of course, but we'd love to see it full. And then the ball does still have tickets open.
What will be the last official act of the current Queen Pomona, and then what will be the first official act of the new Queen Pomona?
Yeah, so Abigail, our sweet Queen Pomona, the 45th, she will give her farewell speech on Thursday, so tomorrow night at the racetrack. But I wouldn't say it's technically her final duty, because she does provide the blessing at the Queen Pomona's Brunch for us. So, and that's just become the tradition.
Very nice.
Yes.
Maria.
So talk a little bit, Courtney, more than Syrah, about the history of this festival and why it's so important to the Berkeley County community.
Yeah, I mean, its roots run very, very deep, and we really exist to help promote agriculture and our orchardists and the apple industry here in the Eastern Panhandle. And of course, not many people realize that this started kind of as like an apple carnival back in the day. And it was a lot of businessmen and women that ended up coming together to create our board. They had a very, I would call it maybe a business plan, in that, this much money came back to Apple Harvest, this much money came back to the organization that was helping us put that on. So things like the sports breakfast with Rotary that we used to have years ago. Everything was very specific in that it would come back into this nonprofit organization that gives back to our community. So we do not have executive officers. We have no one paid on our board. It's strictly volunteers, and we really all love what we do. So.
And this is anybody who's done any type of event event planning. I mean, when you look at this lineup and think that this is all volunteer driven, it is beyond hard to fathom almost how much it's grown, and that it's run and driven by a very committed board of volunteers. Some of them who have been there for decades. Susan Snowden.
Yeah, blessed to have her. It really runs deep for her, and several others that are, on our board. And the passion, I think, really shines through at every single event that you come to. And, the hours of dedication and time that go into it, I really don't think people truly realize the hours.
And some of the locations have changed over the years. Like I'm going to date myself here. I remember, I think it was the grand ball that was at the Air Guard.
It was. Yes.
For many, many years. And then, of course, the coronation was at the Apollo Civic Theater for a lot of years. So, with longevity comes some change, but it's a good thing.
Yes. Yeah. Great changes. And, the Apollo is a wonderful location. We were with Martinsburg High School for a short period of time, and now with Airborne and the technology that comes with Airborne. And, I work very closely with Mary Beth Blair, who's going to be on air at some other time this week, I believe, and Lexi Blair, and they help with everything out at Airborne to set everything up. And it truly does. While the Apollo has that classic charm, the Airborne also brings this different
elevation,
modernization, and elevation. And I don't think there's anything quite like it. So, yeah.
Good.
Yes. So
I remember going out to the Air Guard for that.
Yeah, that was
I know.
30-something years ago.
If I remember correctly, the only reason that specifically stopped was because of 9/11 and the security tightening that happened out there.
You might be right. And I don't know how this came to pass, but for whatever reason, I don't know if my husband and I got there late or what have you, but we had not had dinner. And then at the end of the evening, we tried to find somewhere like after 8:30 p.m. This is really dating me, that you could go and have dinner in Martinsburg, and there was really nowhere to go have dinner 30-something years ago after 8:30. So times they are a-changing, but just an incredible lineup, just a lot of really good events. The pancake breakfast, I have served out there with Rotary the past couple years, and that has become increasingly popular as well.
Yes, yeah, and they've added new types of food to the menu, which is really great. I think a hash brown casserole was added and some fried apples, and it's delicious. There are tickets. You can get your tickets at the door for that too if you want to come down to the pancake breakfast at the fairgrounds. And then I also have to mention, based off of history of the festival, Syrah did her social studies fair project around the 45th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival, the anniversary year last year, our Sapphire anniversary, and tell them where you placed.
I placed first, school level, regional, and then state level too.
Congratulations.
Wow,
Pretty incredible.
That's amazing.
And you covered not only, it was because of the 45th, but you covered the entire festival.
Yes. So my project was overall on the festival, but I wanted to really focus on the changes and how it's changed over the years. So I found lots of information when I was researching all of that.
Yeah.
What was the greatest change through the years?
The greatest change. There's definitely been a lot, like Miss Courtney said, there's been lots of different location changes. I found that the first set of mother and daughter queens happened recently, Olivia Travis and Michelle Travis. There also was the first year where we had a queen reign for 2 years in a row. That was due to COVID, and that was Michaela Dodson. And I just found lots of different things because, like I said, I've been a part of this festival for many years, but there's still so many things to learn about it, and it was just so fun to really dig even deeper and go back to where it even started.
So, are you excited about the gown? Tell us about the gown a little bit.
Yes.
I love the gown thing because the late Dorothy Schickel used to create the gowns every year, and I saw the photos of the gown display at the event last week then. But talk about the gown and why you're excited.
It is actually top secret. I can't give that many, I can't give that many details away, but everybody will see it at the coronation come on Friday night at 6 p.m. It is absolutely beautiful. Miss Courtney worked with Dawn and Gracie Kane from Grace Ryan Bridals. They are the big sponsor of the dress this year. Miss Courtney, every year, she always really picks a dress that really suits the queen, really like shows their personality and just says their name. So I'm so grateful for her and Dawn and Gracie Kane, who all work together to really give me the dress of my dreams. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful. I can't wait for the community to see it.
You mentioned one sponsor. There are other sponsors as well, are there not?
Oh my goodness, there are so many sponsors, and boy, are we lucky for that in our community. Large sponsors. So we, of course, excuse me, I'm so sorry. BCT is our presenting sponsor, and we are so grateful for them. When you look at other sponsors in the area, we have WVU Medicine, City National Bank helps sponsor the ball. Of course, WVU Medicine does have that the race that will be prior to
The Apple Trample?
parade, the Apple Trample. Correct. So, of course, we are very grateful for WVU as well. My goodness, other little sponsors. We have some that also are more behind the scenes, but we've got South Berkeley Pharmacy, who sponsors our announcement that we do in the spring. Scott and Tammy Boyd, we're so grateful for them. Mahogany Hill Barn, they're out in Inwood, and they sponsor a special VIP only brunch that we have prior to the parade for our court and our special guest. There are several sponsors in our community. Jordan and Hess, I mean, the list really goes on. So,
Syrah, tell me about the year of being Queen Pomona. What can you expect to be doing?
Yes, so I have many plans. I definitely want to keep doing some of the things that past queens have been doing. One thing Abigail McBee, the reigning Queen Pomona, did this past year, she went into the high schools, and around the application process time, she really talked to all of the high schoolers eligible and really told them what it would be like to be a part of this amazing festival, and really, I think, ended up getting a lot of good feedback based off of that. I also would like to go into elementary schools, read stories to them, do little crafts, and just talk to them about the apple industry and how important agriculture is here in West Virginia. I was recently at the Cultural Arts Museum in Charleston, and I found that they have artifacts representing the Forest Festival and the Strawberry Festival. They do not have anything currently representing the Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival, so I think this year it would be really cool to work on getting some type of artifact in there to represent us.
So the Eastern Panhandle is excluded?
Yes, it is.
Shocked.
I don't think that's fair to us.
Shocked, I'd say.
Shocked. Totally shocked. What's your favorite apple?
My favorite apple would have to be the Honey Crisp. My grandma makes apple crisp, and that's the type of apple she uses in it. So that's always been my favorite type of apple. Love to snack on it and everything.
Is that your favorite food then, in regards to something related to an apple?
Not my favorite food. My favorite food is popcorn, so nothing that has to do with apples. But
that recipe, your grandma's recipe, is the one that is your favorite apple recipe in our book. So if you'd love to try that recipe, you can find that in our gorgeous program that Kids and Communications did this year. So, yeah.
Very nice. So as you look ahead to the next year, what parts of it do you look forward to the most, other than the things you were talking about and talking to students?
I'm also excited I've never really reached out and went to other counties outside of Berkeley County to read to kids. So I'm excited to not only read to kids, but also go to farmers markets. In our amazing magazine this year, there's actually a page that has all of the farmers markets in the Eastern Panhandle. So definitely check that out. It would be amazing if I could go to all of them, talk to all of the farmers, get firsthand knowledge of what it's like to be a farmer, what it's like to be in the apple industry, and just stuff like that. I want the farmers and orchardists to really know how much we care for them, and we know that they're important.
How many farmers markets do we have in the area? Do you know?
I do not know the exact amount, but in West Virginia, 95%, or it might be 85%, of the apples actually come from our very own Eastern Panhandle. So I think that's
cool.
very cool to brag about, that it's all the Eastern Panhandle.
What functions do you have to wear the gown?
So I will wear my beautiful gown to the coronation on Friday evening, and then I have another dress to change into that's also sponsored by Grace Ryan Bridals. It's beautiful too. And then I will wear my gown again to the parade on Saturday.
And then at your other appearances during the course of the year, no gown?
No gown, but I'm sure my gown will come back for Ruby and Rhinestones. There's always a display of all of
Yes.
Yep.
It's so beautiful to see how they've kind of, over the years,
Yes.
just Oh, the details. It's fun. It's so much fun.
So where do you store the gown during the next year? I got a lot of gown questions.
A lot of
You
gown
do have
questions.
a lot of gown
I have
questions.
gown curiosity.
Yes, you
It's
do.
funny because there's always so many gown questions, and I feel like every year we have to be like, it's secret. No, I love talking about the gown because it is, when Syrah says like there's so much time that goes into it, we really do put so much thought behind that gown for that year, and what our theme is and what this queen represents. Because while they're all representing the Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival, they are all individuals who bring their own touch, and I think that that's really special. And so creating that gown and putting it on, it's been in my home in storage, which my husband was like, when is that gown going to move from our spare room? And so I dropped that off at Grace Ryan Browse to be steamed, and it will head to Airborne where it will await Syrah that day.
And then do you keep it the next year or forever?
She will keep it forever. Yes. So it'll wherever mom wants to store the gown.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you bring it back for the
For the
display.
rhinestones. Yep. So we
That's great.
collect all of those and bring them in and put them on mannequins throughout the room. Yeah.
When you were a little kid coming up through this, I think you said at age 7,
Yes.
right?
Age 7.
What were some of your favorite things to do coming up through these activities over the years?
So I definitely would say I enjoyed the ball. I was a little girl, so I absolutely loved dancing. I dance at a studio. That's what I do in my free time a lot. But I loved dancing at the ball with all of the older princesses. And then my queen was Kira Heck, and I just remember she made all of us minor court members feel so special. She always would come up, get down on our level, talk to us, just make us feel special, just as special as she was. And so yes, I definitely enjoyed the ball. I enjoyed the coronation too. I've enjoyed watching the coronation over the years too, watching all the pretty girls walk down in their dresses, watching Maid-elect walk down and then get up on the stage, be crowned Queen Pomona, and I'm so excited that gets to be me this year. So,
pretty cool.
yes.
So what comes after, Syrah? What do you do after? Are you a senior this year, or?
Yes, I'm a senior at Martinsburg High School. So after I graduate this year, I hope to attend Shepherd University and get my major in elementary education. Yes. And then even past that, I hope to stay in Berkeley County and teach here where my home is.
Will you dance at Shepherd?
I think I most likely will. If I don't dance, then I will join the cheer team. I'm kind of debating on which one I would rather do. I think I'll try out both of them for a little bit. But I definitely want to dance or cheer in college.
She's a fantastic dancer too.
Oh, thank you.
Velocity Dance Team.
Velocity Dance Team, Terry Joe's Dance Studio. I mean, she is absolutely phenomenal. So,
Yeah,
very
and-
talented young lady.
And a good friend is on your, is it called The Court, with you
Yes,
as well,
the
right?
court. Zora Grantham, she was here when we interviewed the last time. But then also Leah DeMarco, Kelly McCune. We all are on dance team together. Zora dances at the studio and on dance team. So like we talked about, we're always together. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any idea what that day is going to be like for you when you get the crown?
I think there's going to be lots of jitters, lots of nervousness, but also just lots of excitement. I'm definitely super excited now, but I think it'll hit me even more that I'm going to be Queen Pomona the 46th on probably Friday when I'm walking up onto that stage getting ready to be crowned. I'm definitely going to have nerves, but I'm going to be so excited that the next Queen Pomona is going to be me.
Are you wearing the crown to school on Monday?
I don't think I will do that.
No.
Sometimes the hallways get really crowded.
Maybe the gown. Maybe you wear the gown so that people get to see the
Yes,
gown,
I
Rob.
could.
Or
There you
the
go.
next time she comes, she could wear the
could wear
gown
the
in
gown.
here.
I could.
We could do that.
She
Yeah.
could wear the gown when she comes to do her final interview with you all before.
I could.
Handing it off
Yes.
to the next Queen
we could
Pomona a
bring the
year
gown-
from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we could bring the gown in and put it on display.
We could just bring the gown in as a guest. This gown has a lot of pub
That's
that
right.
goes with
On a mannequin. And the gown, does the gown have anything to say?
it. Yeah. It would probably not say a lot. I would
Yeah.
hope it doesn't say a lot.
But if it's with Bill and I, it doesn't need to say.
It really won't.
Not much foul.
Not at all.
I've got a minute left between the two of you. Recap this weekend coming up.
Yeah. Again, events start tomorrow night. We still have tickets to the Grand Ball. I encourage you to get on and get those. Please join us for the coronation, where you will see this beautiful young lady become Queen Pomona, and the parade on Saturday. And join us down at the fairgrounds for the rodeo Saturday night, and for the pancake breakfast on Sunday, and some incredible entertainment that's going to go from, I think it's 1:30 to 5. We will have different dance studios, school show choirs coming in. So please take advantage of this incredible festival and all it has to offer. offer to our community.
And Syrah,
Yes.
final thought from you. You got about 15 seconds to.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to invite the community out to this amazing event. There really is something for everybody. If you don't have a magazine, pick it up at really any of the local businesses around us, and you can find so many things to do in those magazines.
Well, good for both of you, and especially you, Syrah. I hope the weekend goes slowly for you so you get to enjoy every second
I
of
do
it.
too.
Right?
Congratulations.
All the best.
Thank you.
Courtney Funk and Syrah George.